Hello. So those that do not know me, I am Christina. I do have a plain face. I do have eyelash serum on and eyebrow. So maybe I'll make them grow. I'm not sure. But I wanted to come on here and give you guys some book reviews and updates on them before I forgot what they were about. So those that watch TV obviously probably already heard about this. The Colleen Hoover. It ends with us. So this is it. So basically, her dad dies. She grew up with her mom and dad. The dad was doing things to the mom. And so she kind of left, was not very happy and impressed with the dad. She did meet a boy that was homeless. And I don't want to give too much of the stories and that out. But anyway, she gets bigger. She has to come back for her dad's funeral. She meets this guy that is a doctor or a neurosurgeon, and his, like, not symptoms, but what he is kind of like her dad. And so she actually goes to a restaurant, and it actually is the homeless boy's restaurant. He owns it, and he was like, hey, you ever need my phone number, call me. And he knew that, like, right away this guy was up to no good. So then they have a daughter, and as she's getting him in there, she was like, hey, what would you tell your daughter if she got beat? What would you tell your daughter if she got pushed down the stairs and he said it was an accident? Blah, 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 right? So he was like, I would tell her to leave him. So that was kind of her way to get out. And so I'm not telling you everything involved in there, but if you saw the movie, you know. And if you want to read the book still, it is really, really good. So I give this one a 4 out of 5. This one is Lisa Turcust. I probably said that wrong. This is I Will Start Again Monday. It is a very thin little book. Don't mind this. This is from Thrift Books. I buy them. It's cheaper. I do not have a subscription with them either. It's just you go on there, pick which books you want. And so this one is basically about eating plan, healthy, food cravings as bad, especially when dieting. So her whole back thing is here. This was pretty good. I give it, though, only a 2 out of 5. So this one is a Sister Roar. This one has Kay Robinson and Lisa Robinson. So this one is just kind of like them telling you how you could embrace God and how you could do things. So I like this one because I like all the Robinson ones. So this one was another good one. I give it a 4 out of 5. Heaven is Beyond Your Wildest Expectations. This is 10 true stories experiencing like heaven by Sid Roth and Lonnie Lane. So this one was good. I give it a 4.5 out of 5. Okay, this is my nice soft cover notebook that I take notes in. Here's another Robertson book. So this one is Phil. This one is I Could Be Wrong, but I doubt it. I like this one, actually. This one was good. I give it a 4 out of 5. I have gone in here and I've marked the pages. I've highlighted. I've wrote in it. Like, I like it. It's just a good book. I think I do that to all my books. If you do not, and if you do not like that, just ignore it, because these are my books and I bought them. So don't worry about my books then. Okay, so those are it for kind of like the good ones. Now I want to get into some better, some worse off books, okay? So we have the famous one that they advertised, the Karen Slaughter Pretty Girls. This is about a girl that dies. It is one of their sisters. And the husband to one of the sisters, fakes his death. And then she finds out, like, in the room, bunch of videotapes, a bunch of stuff. And on the computer, it's like pictures and photos and everything to do with the sister. And they find out, like, it's video of her dying, getting stabbed with a machete. And if you don't want to find out the ending, I won't tell you here, but it is actually a really good book. You have to read it and be like, what is happening? All the twists and turns. I thought he died, and then I find out like they faked his death, and then I thought the police were there and then they weren't. And it's just like a whole twist at the end. So it's really good. Some scenes in there that you probably don't want to hear or don't want to see. It's kind of like a lot of nakedness kind of scenes that are what is actually happening to her while she's being chained up in the garage or the bedroom or whatever. She's chained up, got the mask on. So yeah, this one is a good one. I liked it. 5 out of 5. Go Karen Slaughter. Okay, the next one. This one is a Jack Ketchum. And this one is about the girl next door. So there's a car accident. Mom and dad dies. The 2 daughters live. And one daughter is in a wheelchair, like, she's got leg braces and that. So she's, like, they were saying that she was, like, very, very lucky to be alive. The other one is okay. She got a couple of scratches. She's okay. The whole neighborhood plays this game, kind of like you tell the truth, or you get beat, whatever. So they tie you to a pole. You got to say something about you that's true. If they like it, then you're good. If not, then you get beating. So somehow this daughter goes down, she gets taken, and they keep her down in the basement. They do horrible stuff to her, and they do a lot of bad things. So she gets tied up, she gets touched and boomed, and they put out the cigarettes on her, they pull her hair, they slap her, they cut on her stomach. I'm a whore or something. So that is, can we pull it out? So they end up getting an iron and doing some bad things to her. The little boy doesn't want nothing to do with it. And then he gets told to stay down there with her. So they tie him up as well down there. Finally, something happens. The police come and got them. But by then, the girl was dead. So you have to read that. It is a very good book. Some scenes you might not like, but I thought it was good. 5 out of 5. This is just a smaller version of the big one. I like the big ones, so I did get look how big a difference. So I do like these bigger ones instead of the small ones. So this one is a giveaway. And I have Penpal. Penpal is about a boy who is kind of going back in his memories and back to what actually happened to this kindergarten or grade 1 project. So there is a project that they are doing that you have a balloon and you kind of write like your address of the school and that, kind of to get a pen pal to get letters written. He never got a letter. He always got pictures. They sent him a bunch of pictures, but it was like a picture of a corner of a building, a picture of like a shoe, or a background of people walking. Like, it was always weird things. When he is older, he realized like that each and every picture actually had him in. His best friend had died as well. So there's a lot going on in this story, and it's actually pretty small. But I give this one a 4 out of 5. It was really good though. It was kind of slow paced though. So you have to be patient with this, but it was good. Oh, this one. This one looks big and scary, but it's actually 2 stories in here. So this is The Flowers in the Attic by V.C. Andrews and The Petals of the Wind. So here it is. There it is, like the size of my head. It is huge. So first one is kind of like find out the mom and the dad. The dad is actually like the mom's dad's half brother. So that's why the dad kicked them out of the house. So dad got in an accident. He died. Mom can't pay for anything. So they go take off to mom and dad's house. Mom and dad are there. They're rich. They got lots of money. Dad is dying. So he's locked kind of in this one room. Mom says like that they don't want the kids there, like that they don't want her to tell the dad about having the kids, or she won't get no money. So they end up locking these kids up in the attic. These kids were infants, and some of the older ones were like, I don't know, 10 and 11. They do tell the ages. I just don't know exactly from right now. Don't worry about my hair either. So anyway, they're all locked up in the attic. The two little toddlers, they grow kind of 5, 6, and everybody started getting sick and sick. They're still locked up there. They get their food. The grandma brings it up to the upstairs. They have to leave the one bedroom, and then they can play up in the attic. But they have maids coming and cleaning, so every weekend at like Saturday, they can't be down into their room. A lot happens in this book. There's a little bit of incest in there that goes. There's some violence. The little girl gets her hair. They put tar in her hair. The brother cleans it out. Of course, you are in your attic with your brothers and sisters. So there's nobody else to talk to, nobody else to do anything with besides those people. Of course, you're going to feel a connection with them. It's just only natural. So, a lot goes on. Do they escape? Do they not escape? I can't tell you. But the second one, they are with this guy that is adopting them. She falls in love with him. Then she has her brother that is still in love with her because of the first half. So you have to read like the first book to find out like how close they actually are. So the second book, he's still as close. He's a little jealous. The guy that's supposed to be adopting them is in love with her too. So, it's just a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. This one was actually a 4.5 out of 5. It was long, but it kept you interested the whole time. Like, I was like, the mom did that? The grandma did that? I was blaming the grandma the whole time. And then it turned out it was the mom. And I was like, what? So, very interesting. Very interesting. Wait till you get to the part that the grandfather, how long was he dead? So, anyway, that one was that. This one, I did DNF it. It is on Netflix. This is the Pieces of Her, Karen Slaughter. So they do have the series on Netflix. So I did DNF it. But you could go ahead and watch the movie. I didn't want to read it because it was like another 500-page book. So go ahead on there, read that. And then I have Verity. I know, I probably said it wrong. This one is actually by Colleen Hoover. So, a girl has 2 twins and she has a little boy. She got in a car accident. Before that, you find out 2 other things with the twins. This writer is in like New York and she witnesses like some guy's head get crushed. And then she goes for this interview that they want her to write this author's books because she got in a car accident, right? So then the author finds out that this author did not even ask for her because she's in like not an old age home, but like a care unit that she's being cared for. She's in like a hospital bed. She can't do nothing for herself because of this accident. So the husband actually told her that he's the one that read the books, that he likes her writing, and he wants her to continue his wife's books. So she goes down to the house to go and read her all the notes of this author's manuscripts that she has written. She finds a manuscript written all about her not wanting the twins, trying everything to get rid of the twins, like a wire hanger. She tried to drink. She tried to do drugs. She tried to fall down the stairs. Nothing happened. And then she did have these twins. One has a mark across the face. Must have been from the coat hanger, they said. The other one has like this symptom that you cannot smile. They said that you have to be tested for Asperger's. I think that was the one that they said. So anyway, the whole twists and turns in Colleen Hoover's books. You're like, what is happening? So in the end, she keeps seeing like the mom standing at like the top of the stairs, or that stole the knife from the little boy, and things are happening, and the writer is in the office and she could hear things, and she goes out there and they keep telling her like, yeah, the mom is in the bed, she can't do nothing, it's not her. And she keeps seeing like the mom coming down the stairs, the mom doing things, and she's like, no, I think she's faking it. So go ahead, read that, because I'm not telling you the ending. Is she faking being critically ill, that she cannot do anything? Or is she faking it because of all the bad things that she did? Read it, and find out what bad things did she actually do in her life. Oh, some of the things. I think you might be going to jail if you're not faking being hurt, huh? All right. Follow along, see what other books I read. I have a mouth that is tongue-tied today. I ate a bunch of sour candy, so that might be a factor. So, yes. Give me some likes and follows, and let's see what other books we could read.